Alright people, round 3 for Return to the Jungle number 9. And this time around we got Hastur spawning at the top left as the Silver Nidal player. He will go up against Lucker spawning as the Red Orc. At the bottom right map is going to be Terenas Stand LV, baby. And say Hastur has displayed a amazing set of skills throughout the tournament so far. I am expecting a lot from him against one of the really popular players in the tournament, Lucker. Lucker is, I believe, a 3-time champion in Return to the Jungle, and it will be interesting to see how he deals with Hastur over here. Hastur has so far been on a roll, and I wouldn't be surprised if he goes undefeated all the way up to the... Let's see how this turns out to be. The ultras come up, your selections will go down, and looking at how the players have played so far, I would say this was going to be the classic choices of Demon Hunter and Blade Master. I was right. Lucker is popular using Blade Master. He's also very popular in being lucky with it. He is just very lucky. On the other hand, Hastur, well, he has displayed a really good set of skills there against another player, BXD, who is also a very long time player of the tournament. Has been around since tournament number 4 or so. This is Terenas Stand LV. A tower in the middle, goblin merchant right in front of your base. Nearby goblin, not a goblin, a mercenary camp, and pretty much nearby goblin lab. The OG version, the goblin lab used to be very close to your base. Now it's a bit far away, so it's a bit less used as compared to how much a goblin lab is usually used. Lucker going in for creep, quick creep over here. Take out the Apprentice Wizard camp. Sell off the TP by the modified Orc starter pack. He got himself Gauntlet of Ogre Strength. They had sold that off as well, in my opinion. Has already begun teching, while on the other side Hastur has not begun teching just yet. He does have enough resources to go for the tech. Click it now, I guess. There we go. Lucker will try to break out the contested camps in the middle. And here comes Hastur to intercepting. Lucker actually windwalked before Hastur could react. And Hastur is taking a lot of damage on that Shadow Priest. Uh-oh, Shadow Priest taking a lot of damage. Blade Master will manage to take it out. Jack coming in, but the Jack got stolen by the mana burn. But of course he knows that the mana burn is also on the timer now. Lucker is doing pretty well right now. Hastur is on the back foot, will have to back out just a bit, try to heal his Demon Hunter and then get back into the fight. Lucker will stomp over a chicken while he goes in for the other green camp rather. A Clarity Potion would be useful.
A player's forces are under
He's
attack.
pretty much out of mana right now. Level 2 on the blade. Okay, Hastur coming back with a Berserker. Try to go after the Blade Master. Wants to burn down the mana there. Lucker needs to stay a bit careful right now, keep his distance from the Demon Hunter. Or, well, of course, if your mana is already going to be depleted, then you don't really have to worry that much. We'll try to go after the Berserker. Grunt taking some hits. Mana burn coming in. Not yet. It appears that he's waiting for 50. He already has 50. Why isn't he casting mana burn? A bit confused. Hastur is not using mana burn. Now he uses it. Why this late though? After losing the Berserker. Berserker used a speed scroll momentarily. Tried to back out his Grunt. Grunt may get picked off sadly. Does have the healing salve. Could use it while the Grunt tries to run away. And oh no, he just delivered the Grunt. Okay, he actually killed the Grunt himself. He almost delivered the Grunt to Hastur by having a misclick over there. Putting down Torrent Totem and Beastery, so it's going to be classic old orc build. On the other side, at Hastur's base, we got Ancient of Lores coming in. I would assume bears. Lucker will creep a bit more. Try to get the blade to level 3. Camp will bring him near, but will not be sufficient. Second hero being picked up by Hastur is going to be the Naga Sea Witch. Of course, Cold Arrow will come into the play. They will try to creep out the expansion, which is rather risky in my opinion. At least you don't have the Taskmasters that deal bash. Demon are taking a lot of damage. Gonna have to back it out just a bit. Yeah, now you probably want to back it out below 100 HP. Try to pick up the manual of health. That's automatically going to increase the HP. Oh no, needs to take out that rogue first because of the static shield. Shadow Hunter out for Lucker, and Blade Master is level 3. Got a pretty good set of items. Claws of Attack plus 6, Gloves of Haste, Rings of Protection and Gauntlet of Ogre Strength. Well, those are just beefing up the Blade Master a bit. He may choose to sell it off. Blade Master is not meant to be beefy. It's meant to deal damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, first spell that he went in for is actually Serpent Wards. Pretty good choice. Lucker getting a full scout report on what Hastur is up to. Yeah, by the shop. Perhaps may want to sell off the gauntlet and ring now and buy himself something better like a circlet perhaps. Hastur does have a wisp station near the expansion. Lucker checking up for the expo. Naga Sea Witch nearing level 2. Demon are still at level 2. These things are considerable and these things matter. Now, another thing that matters, and that is that Hastur actually blocked off his altar here. Now, if you have a situation where you want to revive your hero using the altar in case it gets taken out, and knowing that you're against a Blade Master, there's a really good likelihood that it will get taken out. You ought to be a bit careful. So we had a reveal over here, but I'm a bit confused as to how that was taken. You get a crystal ball? He's got a crystal ball, baby! I don't think people use crystal ball as much as they're supposed to. It's a pretty good item. And oh no, Hastur's Ancient of War, while trying to walk towards the goblin lab camp, will get intercepted and taken out. Doesn't seem like Lucker has pillage. That's also one thing that bugs me as to why old players forget to go for pillage. Don't want to lose on the experience that you can. You don't want to lose all the gold that you can gain just by hitting your opponent's structures.
The town is under siege.
Finally selling off the ring. And snare on the Dryad. Uh-oh, Demon Hunter is dealing a lot of damage there. That the Blade Master almost got taken out. Ensnare. Does have a potion of heals. She should be fine. But whoa, there's a lovely block there by Lucker, I must say. Block with that serpent wards. Putting down more and more serpent wards. Deep. The Blade Master was pretty low. Once again, falling low. The Naga Sea Witch can use Forked Lightning. If it has that spell, that is. This time the Demon Hunter does not have a potion. And the Moonwells are pretty much empty. Lucker may manage to take out the hero. TP coming in. Rejuvenation being cast on both of the heroes. And Lucker backing out, surprisingly. Wanted to check on the X though. Perhaps take out that Wisp. Okay, he wants to heal a bit. Has one Kodo Beast on the field, so one of these bears are just going to be eaten for lunch. Completely taken out of commission, and we got Torrent Totems. I mean, Torrent Totems is something that he already built, but we got Torrents coming in. Torrents are going to deal a lot of damage there. And as opposed to the earlier game, this time Lucker has Hastur pinned. Putting down more and more of those serpent wards. Spirit Link will go in for the assault, and oh no, one of the bears is not in the bear form. Will get taken out. No, it got saved with the staff, and Lucker forced to use the TP to go back to his base. Serpent wards will get taken out. Hastur finally creating some separation there. Lucker's rich. A lot of gold in the tank. Of course, you want to consider the fact that he is just 3 food away from breaking upkeep. Perhaps he can just trade one of the grunts or one of the units he wants to. As a bear in the belly of this Kodo. That's why he kept it at the back of his base and not... Now it's arguable. I don't think Kodo's vision is nearby this area. I don't think the Kodo actually saw those peons going in. And what is this? Is this a tiny Great Hall? This is a tiny Great Hall. Lucker is setting up a tiny Great Hall expansion. And it's up. And this one peon will still run back to the main Great Hall since it's already collected the gold from the gold mine before the Great Hall came up. Some bugs that you have on the engine, sadly. It's not really a bug, it's just a thing. Form of a limitation, which can be improved, of course. That's one of the limitations. The other limitation would be that if you have one of your buildings rallied, production buildings rallied somewhere, the unit will actually have an attack move on that location instead of just a move. Expansion coming up by Hastur, that's going to be attacked, and Lucker's expansion is also being attacked right now. Lucker's army is pretty far away from the expansion. He needs to speed scroll in. That's exactly what he's doing. Blade Master will still stick at the expansion of Hastur and try to deal as much as damage as he can before it comes up. It's already down to like 25% HP. I think the Blade Master will take it out. And at the same time, Hastur will also try and take out the expansion for Lucker. I think Hastur is going to be successful, and considering the fact that the Blade Master is not here, this is not going to turn out good for Lucker here. Okay, one of the bears is still in the belly of that Kodo over there, so he can't swallow another one. He needs to back out that Kodo, save it from getting killed. He loses it, then he loses a good chunk of experience there, and he also gives the opponent back the unit. But Lucker doing a pretty good job blocking the Night Elf army using the peons over there. The Demon Hunter is taking heavy damage. The Demon Hunter gets taken out. I don't believe this. The Kodobe's falls, but at what cost? The Kodobe's falls. You got the bear back, but at what cost? Was the Demon Hunter... Was losing the Demon Hunter really worth it? And the Blade Master is back into the fight. If it was already there, now you want to consider this over here. The Blade Master was not there during the fight the entire time, and Lucker still managed to take out the Demon Hunter. Now this is something considerable. Hastur losing both of his heroes and the majority of his army. He's retraining them. Gonna tavern back the Demon Hunter immediately. But now the time is right for Lucker to push in. He knows that he has his opponent on the back foot. All he needs to do is replenish his army, rejuvenate it, and then push in. Or rather push in while doing so. So Lucker's expansion is still up. Neki's, I'm going to say Hastur's expansion is down. Lucker actually crossed the main island area of Hastur, but he didn't go in for any kind of engagement. He just wanted to check up for the expansion with the entire army. Probably changed his mind. He has 2 Scroll of Heals. Would be a good advice to put one of the Scroll of Heals on the Shadowhunter and a potion of Invul. Always better. Now here's a problem for Lucker. He is far away from his base. He's creeping more and more. He's probably gonna be level 5, but his base is about to be attacked. And he has no TP. How is he gonna return back now? You get Master Upgrade for the Spirit Walkers, which means that the Torrents are going to be revived each time they die. Expansion will fall. And Hastur will just back out. We're putting down shop expansion of Hastur. Gold mines are nearing depletion. Poor Wisp stood no chance against the might of Lucker. And now he's going to use the Voodoo Lounge to his advantage. Lucker with a 60-foot army against 53, or rather 52 of Hastur. Can only go one way. Hastur trying to back Lucker into that choke point that he created using his base. But he's out again! Pulverize. Kodo looking to eat one of the bears. Could eat this one. Should eat that one. Shadowrunner being attacked by the Demon Hunter there. Yeah, both of them are hunters. More Spirit Link going down. A lot of units are going red for the Night Elf army. Kodobees did not eat anything. Demon Hunter is about to get taken out. Does have Potion of Healing though. Oh no! The Oak army went into the fight over there, went into the base. I think that you may or may not want to do, but oh, it's coming into its advantage. Demon Hunter goes down! And I must say that this has to be game. Gold mines are about to expire, and that may be Hastur's last saving grace, but this is a huge army. And you also want to consider the fact that even if you take out the Torrents, they can get revived by the Spirit Walkers. GG. Lucker advances